Hey everyone, let's build Picnic at Mario's House by Lego Super Mario. This is set number 71422. Contains 259 bricks, retails for $37.99, and this set was provided by the Lego Group for early review. And that is essentially what we will be building today. Well, looks like Mario is MIA again, so you know who will be joining us? Jay the Friends Fig. And that's pretty much what it is. And yes, the box came in like this, so I left the dent in the box for added patina. I mean, isn't that lovely right there? That's how I received it in the mail. So, yeah. And I actually got the manual keyed up here. And here we have the parts. So let's build it. Let's start with bag one. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And I expect this to be somewhat of a big build here. So let's just get going. And I got 20 million different lecterns here. And yeah. Oh yeah, I bet some of you guys and gals are cringing over that. Okay, I got to warm up the building guide. So I'm getting the hang of these digital guides more and more. I don't like them, but we're going to have to deal with them. Okay. Well, I'm working right here. Why don't I just put the camera like that, huh? Make it easier. I just try to keep everything somewhat fixed here. And every one of these I've reviewed has been slow. They're slow build. So if you're an adult putting this together, you're not going to have too much fun. I mean, they're colorful to look at, but they're just, you know, your typical Super Mario sets that are just incomplete. And, yeah. I've been parting out a bunch of sets as well. I've been trying to get inventory situated here because I want to build some new stuff eventually, and I don't want to be caught with my pants down. I need a part, and I'm trying to dig for them and going later on thinking, oh wow, I actually had this part and I could have just saved myself some coin from buying it. But no, that's not how it is. And you put that upside down like that. Try to line up the notches there. I should make a 1x1 version of that. And today is the 20th of July, 2023. And the thing about these digital guides, though, I do like is I'm not having the manual sitting here. I just wish I can use something other than Lego's official app for it. I did get a request for a 3D manual for one of my builds. I'm like, well, if there's something hard, I can try to clarify it and give you a new copy, but it's not like I can just easily do that. The guy was understandable too. I'm like, you know, right now the technology just hasn't kept up. And yeah, well, I'm assuming there's two of these because that's what the call out tells us. Yeah, it's one or two pieces at a time. So if you're looking for a really fast build, you may want to look somewhere else. Yeah, but since I've been going through a bunch of parts and stuff, like sorting things, taking apart a bunch of sets, yeah, and I'm starting to, I got rid of one scene off the campgrounds. I got 5 more left. And when I get to the campers, I'm gonna, one of them has reddish brown in it. We're gonna take that apart on here and see if any reddish brown breaks. And if it doesn't, then we're good. If it does, well, it'll be documented and you'll see the horror stories of that color. Just about done here. And everything's printed too. You don't have to fuss with the stickers. Does that sit on there like that? Well, if we don't know, we'll use a 3D app. So this actually, well, yeah, it's all coming apart. So if you put that in the wrong place, you are effed. That'll come apart. It's supposed to be like that right there for the side view. So yeah, you get this set. Use a junk tablet, like something that you don't care if the battery life gets destroyed, because this thing will suck your batteries down. So don't use your brand new smartphone or anything, because I'm using I think this is a 4th generation iPad restored, and yeah, right now as we're speaking, I'm uploading the videos for the rest of the videos for that tribute camera by Lego Disney. I'm trying to hurry up and get those out of the way too. I wish they'd bring out a J-Stick for Lego line. It would be cool. We'll call it Creator Expert on steroids. Hold on, did I make a mistake? Yeah, I did. You think it would go there, it goes there. Yep, one piece at a time, folks. So this is going to be one of those builds I'll probably just throw on the turntable and just show it and be done with it. Okay, I want to check it off. And since I've been activate Bluetooth, I don't have Bluetooth, but we'll watch the video. So basically what you do here is you go boing, 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 ding, 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 that kind of thing. That's essentially what it is. And that is what we have remaining for bag 1. Let's move on to bag 2. Somebody's taking a nap, huh? We don't need that right now. And there we go. So far, so good. Oh, and I got to show you this. It's a dark brown boat. I saw this on the box, and I was like, this boat better be included, and it is. Why? Because it looks like an old rickety fishing boat. So, we'll be glad to use that. Right. So now, I want to get through the slow build process here and get this done. Since I'm going to review it all, I'm going to try to get it all done here. I'm just now uploading the second video, or the review for that Disney camera set, and I don't know where this goes here. Okay, it goes on the end. I thought it went in the middle here. Gotta like the 3D stuff because now I don't have to mess with it. And yeah, I gotta make 2 of these. Right now I checked. That's right. This thing's probably targeted for those who can't read numbers, huh? What is the age range on this anyways? 6 plus? I'm sure by then kids will understand what a number 1 or a number 2 is. You know, Lego's going paperless, but man, you don't need to. Here I'm writing up my own building guides, right? And I'm trying to compact building guides to where they're not taking up a whole bunch of space. You know, just like with paper, you don't want to suck up space. Oh, and there's a piece in here that I really like. It's this green, it's a bright green mug. I've never seen that mug in that color before. So there you go. That's the first time I've had it. Just now I've got to find, oh, there's the pink one there. Or is it, we need a red one? Red and green, Christmas colors. I mean, who's not ready for Christmas? I mean, I am. I'm just ready for the cold months. Well, they said out here it's not going to be too cold, but it's going to be very wet and rainy out here, which is fine by me. Uh-oh. Well, unlike a paper version of the manual, there we go. This one just crapped out. If your freezes up, just minimize the app and reload it. Don't close it out all the way, and it'll start right back up. Yeah. So I'm actually looking over my shoulder more than anything else. Well, this is pretty interesting here. This is a nice little build. When I was doing the unboxing on this set, I'm not going to lie to you, I actually enjoyed the parts in this set. It had some really good pieces. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here. So despite of what this set is, you know, if it's going to get a failing grade, the unboxing was really good. Because the unboxings are isolated from the set review. Because somebody might buy the set for the parts. Like they use this right here for the handle for the basket, the picnic basket. I mean, this is a little oversized, but it's a start. Okay. Teacup there. And you get two different types of cookies. You get these with the little colorful sprinkles. I mean, who doesn't like those? And you get I don't know if that tile will go on there. And you get the chocolate chip cookie too, and you get a regular mug for this side here. And honestly, that's a nice little picnic basket. How's that set on there anyways? Jay, does it really matter? Not really, but I try to match it as the way they did. So just stick it right there in that middle spot there like this. If you really want to get technical with it. So the build is dry. I mean, it's colorful, but it's dry because it's very slow. We're not even done with, because the app just keeps messing up here. Well, we already did that one. I can't close it out. Oh, if you click the wrong button, it takes a while to close it out. Like I'm trying to get it to close out now. I thought, oh, this thing, why is there just a back button on this instead of me just clicking it? Oh, there's an X button. My tablet has a piece of cardboard in it to keep the screen from spazzing out. I couldn't see the X button. There it is. Never mind. I don't want to watch the video. Well, maybe we should, huh? So it's supposed to go boing, 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 ding, 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 ding. Like that. So why do I do that? Why don't I just buy the figure? If I'm not interested really in this theme except for the parts. And if Lego doesn't provide it for me, I don't really care. Because I'm looking at this if this is my very first set I've ever bought. Okay, now we get to decorate the pretty brown boat. I like this boat too. I didn't know it came in this brown color. Well, yeah, it does. So. Oh, We have one of those smart tiles printed on that. What a waste. Could use that for a pancake piece. I have to build one or two of these, just one. All right. Yes, like my game plan today, that I have this little convertible sports car I want to get done. But I don't know if I'm even going to work on that or not. I got to get the building guide done, so it'll be done for Patreon. But I think I'm going to come up with something a bit different eventually. Oh, it's got the fishing pole in the front. Well, that shit fell off. Why don't they just have us put this on here first, Lego? I mean, seriously. That's how it's supposed to be. But there's the fishing pole. Too bad this wasn't where you can just put like an actual string on this. I'm sure you could. It's got a hole in the middle, but... I don't know, it went so fast. Okay, we just jump right on into another build here, huh? This probably goes in there. Well, it's blue, so obviously it's not. Yeah, so my goal is to try to get as many things done as I can. Because after this one, I still got 4 of these left. This is my 3 out of 7 that I got to do. And... oh, wait. Oh, I have to ding a point off. You know why? There's no brick separator that comes with this set. So you're getting a Super Mario set, you're getting nothing but a stripped down, overpriced, inflated turd. So if you make a mistake and you don't have a brick separator, I send my condolences. You know? Yeah, so when I find things wrong with this stuff, I mean, I don't purposely go out and try to find things wrong with sets, you know, it's just not quite fair. But then again, it's like, you know, you're already charging a lot for something, at least include the tools with it. You know, if we got billions of brick separators. Okay, this just sits over here, it's a dock. And, well, that's it, but I still got parts here. We're not done with that yet. Okay, let's see what the video says here. It just shows some hand. So basically what it does, you put your fig in here and you just kind of do this. And he sails around, just ding, ding, dings, you know. Okay. At least they kind of walk you through what these actions are supposed to do here. Oh, it goes right here. Why don't you just tell me to put it here in the first place? Now I got to rewind back. Like, okay, I'm going to show you. That's kind of crappy there. You wouldn't know that unless you do this. And I still got it wrong. All right. They really do want you to use this app. So even if you watching the video, you need the app to do it too. But yeah, like I said, I wish these were like the Sonic sets where they had the little, like Sonic has the figures, right? A lot of people have heard of Sonic the Hedgehog, but Mario's more of a household name. But why didn't they make minifigures for the Super Mario? Because I would be slurping those boogers right up, you know? Maybe it's some kind of licensing issue, I don't know, but I think what Lego's intent was is try to make this feel like a video game. Well, if I want to play video games, I would do so. I do Lego for another purpose, just to kind of have like a frozen world here. And you also get a watering can. Well, there goes the phone. Making sure nothing broke on it. I don't even know. I can't even see the screen lighting up. Oh, there we go. Well, just to make sure that this thing doesn't fall down again, I'm going to put that way over here. Way over here. Let's put this here. The tablet's bigger. And yeah, I'm due for a phone upgrade anyways. I won't get a phone upgrade until that one wears out. So you get a little watering can with this, which is cool. And a carrot that goes in here with these actually. Now they get nicer carrot stems, aren't they? It's not like one of those weird ones. And then it just sticks here. I mean, carrots and Lego just pop right out of the ground. You don't even have to fight to dig those out, huh? And then that's it. And that's essentially what that is there. And this is what we have remaining for bag 2. Okay, so now we're going to move on to bag 3. And now why don't I include this with the review, like the builds on these, because these are getting too long. Like the next set I got to do is like 500 something pieces. And after that, they jump from 500 to like 1,200 parts. So that's a lot of pieces for a junky set. Matter of fact, they're going to stop support on the iPhone 10. You can't get the new OS, and then pretty soon it'll be just a paperweight. Apple keeps nagging at me going, you need to buy a new phone. Okay, I'll buy me a Samsung next. If they do that, I'll just say, hey, you guys keep wanting me to upgrade my phone, I'll get a Samsung. You think they care? No, they just like, oh, okay, enjoy. We're sorry to see you go to our competitor. Oh, I have some 10-year-old junky Android phones that actually still work today. I use them just as storage devices, but they work. I have friends who have Androids. I don't know anybody who has an iPhone. So I think iPhone is just kind of, just like some of this stuff, it's just overinflated. I got some of these hinge plates. I'll start sliding these out of the way here. Put those over there. Yeah, so far I might entertain. The build is just slow. At least it's not, it's a little boring just in terms of I'm spending more time clicking the next button on the tablet than anything else, and I want to build. I think we're going to build another one that goes on the other side of that. Now we got to build a casement window. What I am going to do is I'm going to speed through this and do both casement windows at the same time. Yeah, these are like something you'd see like in your log cabin or something, just the color scheme. Or better yet, just get some brown windows and put them in a dark green frame would look better. Okay. All right. And then a couple of these. Let me guess, we're going to do another set, right? No, we're going to do arches. Remember that tent that I built? Well, now I have brown. I can make a nice canvas tent. Why do I pick some of the colors I do for my tutorials? Because sometimes at that moment in time, I don't have certain pieces to build things. So I'll say, this is a nice, it's like the rope bridge, right? Didn't have any of the colors for it. But I was like, I want to build this. I want to share the idea with you. Well, I don't have these colors. Well, I'm just going to build it anyways and just be like there, you know. And then somebody else later on can come in and use the colors that she or he wants to do, you know. You also get one of these too, which is cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to take your advice, Janet. I don't know if you're still watching these or not. Eventually, I'm thinking about doing the unboxings with these, because I notice we're starting to lack on the main channel. So I think pretty soon we'll probably do just that. I bet the hinge goes next. Yep, that's what it is. Because I'm showing the parts in here anyways of interest. Eventually, though, I want to make the review. I want to make the review a part of the series. Like right now, I'm reviewing the set. I don't need to go and do it twice. I'm doing it 3 times. Then I'm doing it 4 times. I actually got to submit a review report. I'm trying to get everything narrowed down in such a way that's not too bad. Yeah, well, yeah, you do get some 25-degree 2x3 slopes. Those are really classic. I've seen those around when I was a kid. I notice you keep stopping, well, because it's all 1 or 2 pieces. It's not really a whole lot here. Are we building a whole house? Well, you'll have to wait and see for that one. If you've already got the set, and then you know, or if you're just watching this to follow along, you probably read ahead, which most people do. No, you'll find out. This is a mirror of that, but when it comes to digital guides, I won't know if it's a mirror. So if it is, we will never know. Here's another hinge. But do I like the 3D manuals? They're starting to grow on me, but let me see here. How hot is this thing getting? Well, it's starting to get a little warm. But it's an old tablet, so but still, it was a second-hand, repurposed tablet, but I don't want to kill the battery on it too. I want to keep this stuff as long as I can. I'll just buy a new tablet. Well, I'm not buying a new tablet just to kill the battery. I changed the battery in my iPad, and it's not for the faint of heart. And after I changed it, I don't have any sound on the microphone. Like I can't do FaceTime on it or anything like that. So once the batteries are shot in those things, that's it. So if you're doing these type of builds here, just use an old junky tablet, something with, that you don't care much about, that's ready to expire. Just to forewarn you there. Well, that was kind of sad. They had the stupid thing here covering this up. I had to move it just to see what brick went there. I mean, I hope my building guides are not this slow. Sometimes my building guides do feel slow. There's just some things where I don't want to get confused, or I don't want to confuse the builder. So I have to kind of inch my way through certain parts of a build. And there's sometimes I'll blast right through things really fast. We're almost done here too. We just got to do one more bag after this one. At least everything is individually bagged. There's no like 3 bag number 7s and 4 bag number 3s, At least it's one of each, so it's easy to follow along here. Yeah, some of you are probably hoping I'd be literally roasting these things, like cussing them out and stuff, but except for the thing falling off the boat. Obviously, this is not a collaborative build. I mean, I'm sure somebody could. Since it's a digital app and all, I'm sure you can probably do it. But we don't have any parts left, so, and that's it. Alright, now we're going to finally move on to bag 4. And what I'm doing here versus the last type of digital guides we've been doing in last videos is I preload up the manuals. And then when I start them up before I hit the record, I load up the first step. And what that does is speeds up the thing a bit more. Well, if this is all that we have for a house, boy, that's going to be kind of sad. It's meant to close up, but that's as far as it closes. So, I don't know. Well, if you close it up, kind of, you'll have 3 walls. But at least the set is bright and colorful. It's not dingy, it's not gloomy or dreary. It's got some nice colors to it. So I would say that it's a nice, bright, colorful set. If it was regular minifigure, and honestly, guys and gals, here's the deal. If this set had minifigures included with it, I'm going to be honest. I think the worst these scores would ever get on these things would be a 9. What score would I give this? There's no smart figure with it. It's just a starter course. I have to go out and find other pieces to make it work. It gets a flat out grade of 0, you know. Well, that didn't want to go in. So I was assuming this big arched door is for the Mario figure to pass through. Yeah, I remember when I got these from my family for Christmas. I was excited until I found out you had to have the Mario figure with it, and I thought, well, that ruined my build experience real quick. That's when I thought, I'm just going to review them just for fun. Now I accept these review offers just for the parts. Like, don't get me wrong though, there's like, so far a couple of these that I've done, there's been some pretty good parts in these sets. Like, there's been some hidden gems in here. So it's not like you're going to get shortchanged or anything. You're getting some pretty good parts. I'll show you one that's coming up here. Well, I'll just show it to you now. You got a Mario printed tile. I'd like to get a couple of those. It'd be pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of the old school Lego printings they used to have. And yeah, this is an afternoon build. Boy, I'm getting sleepy. I didn't sleep well. It's just getting so hot, and people around here keep me up half the night. They don't like the fact that I cut the Wi-Fi off. Well, I told them, I said, if you guys keep abusing it, I said, I will just take it out completely because I don't need it. I said, I will only have it, the one in the other room open just for clients to come access. Okay, we got to build 2 of these, so be careful. When you see 2 of them like this, I'll show you here. You see 2 of them on the building guide like that, look right here, it says 2X. That means you got to build 2 of those. But I think what I'm going to do after this, get this guy reviewed, I'm going to start working. I got to do an unboxing next on the next one, but I need to do is I'm thinking of building that thing for the phone. You know, to see how well it works, and I get the phone off from falling down. And just hang it off this lamp. The phone would be about down to here. I don't know what it sounds like. Let's try it. Let's hang the phone here. Alright, so I'm going to take my phone, just hang it right here. And I want to see how well the audio is. So when I do the editing, I'll know. But it'll just be like this, and I'll be building like this right here. It'd be more hands-free than anything else. I don't have to worry about anything. And just make it to where I have access to the screen and just start and stop the recordings. There you go. That's not too bad, but just kind of looks kind of flimsy. Back on the inside, huh? Okay. Like we're making ourselves a bed here. An oversized bed. Yeah, I think though they were trying to make these into video games. Cool yellow 2x4 flat tiles. I don't have a lot of those in that color. I have to get a few more. You know, I hate worse, and you're sitting here and I just came out with another tutorial, not even related to anything on this set, and I'm just like, oh, I'll have to remember that. And the bed just clamps here. So right when you walk in through there's no door, so you just have to walk in, so the creepy crawly's going to attack you. That's basically what it is. And just go to bed instantly. At least there's a bed. It's like Minecraft. Maybe the bed automatically heals you, huh? Oh, and you only get one tennis racket with this right there. Kind of sad. I bet there's another one that goes on here. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, I was thinking about a new house build. And, you know, I have all the parts. I just gotta think of how I want to do it. You know, so it's a little wall clock. See, some of this stuff you can drag out of here and put it in your own creations too. Oh, there was hockey sticks that went up there. Let me go back. Oh, okay. I was like, why did it cut off all of a sudden? Yeah, so I'm sure some of these ideas. So right now when I do the review on this, there is some mock potential here for these. You know, there's some stuff that you could use in here. But yeah, this is kind of a dragged out build here. It's going slow. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not sugarcoating it. It's, for an adult, it's not fun. Boy, making a bedroom or a hockey, like a sports room. And this just attaches here. Right in the middle. Ooh, be careful with that. Getting flimsy. I can't ding off anymore off of a 0, so... Yeah, I got one of those those little wired hair bands that keep the hair out of my face, which works. Keeps everything from falling in my eyes and making a mess. I was going to do it today, except there was something I had to put that off for something else, and I thought, well, every time I tell my bunch, like, I got to go do something. Can you do this first? And I never get my own stuff done. And I don't know. I think this is some sort of like little stove or something. Oh, we don't know yet. Well, obviously this thing is, but there's clouds up higher than mine. Oh, you got to put it right on this tip here. There we go. If you're not sure, rotate it on the back. That's exactly what it is. And then, how does that display there? Okay, I was like, wouldn't they use the little hole as the little, like the little part for the furnace? Yeah, they did. So you don't even have to go like hardcore on that, and there you go. Yeah, so this is one of those sets I'm not going to bother with a close-up on here. And then it just says Mario. I like that tile. That's pretty cool. What goes on the back side of that? Just it's left open. Yeah, just be careful when you're pressing it on here. And then that's it. And there's a couple of videos here we can watch, and that's what we have remaining. And that takes care of bag 4. Before I do something silly, let me pre-sort those. I only have one bin that's out, which is the hollow studs. Okay, now let's take a look here. Let's see what the video shows. So it shows all these together here. And boy, those veins on those arms look pretty gruesome. So it shows it like this here with the picnic table. And then this guy is doing something weird here. I don't know what it was, or whoever this is. Boing, 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 and you can sleep there. Well, that works good for minifigures, huh? So see, you could use a doll figure for this, or you can go boing, 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 ding, 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 ding. And, oh, he's using one of those things for the puck. He's got a stick here he's using for the hockey. I'm not even going to waste my time with that. So we're going to skip that nonsense. All right, let's see what else it shows here. Or you know what? Let's not spoil the imagination. We'll do it ourselves. All right. Okay, I don't want to do any more here. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, the next step is actually put all this together. Okay. Now this is going to be one of those sets that's going to be kind of flimsy. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to get the thing for the turntable and just stick that on there. I already have another Mario set on it, but it wouldn't matter anyways because I haven't edited it yet, but it will be edited sometime this weekend. It'll go into the parts bin. I'm just going to set it on this piece of wood here, this round thing. And the reason why is because I can set the turntable right on there. Come on, Jada Friends Fig, be friendly and get on the table. All right. And this goes here like that. Keep going. And it just connects up here. It's kind of, well, something. Oh, it's the windows opening. It's kind of like that. I don't know about this. Let's see if I can get you a better angle here. And there you go. And then they show this here. Okay. So it's modular where you can reconfigure. Okay, there's one more thing we got to watch here. This is part of the play experience too. So he's going boing, 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 ding, 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 ding. And then he goes right here. I forgot to put the boat in there. So it's like this, ding, 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 float, float, flow. Woo, yeah, we're having fun. Yay, I'm having a lot of fun. Then you go boing, 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 ding, 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 boing, 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 and jumps into the void, jumps out of the void, boing, boing, boing. Just sleeping like that. And that's essentially what it is. And now I can turn off that and put that away because this tablet's getting warm. And that's it. So that's essentially what the play value of this is. And for the most part, it's got a lot of accessories, lots of good pieces. But without the main Mario figure, I can't play with this. So it does work with regular figures. It works with Friends figures, obviously. So this would make a good Friends set, too. Well, let's jump right on into the review with play value. And despite of what it is, there is some play value with this. If you don't have the figure, you can use your own. Okay. And you can probably reconfigure this too. So there's probably endless play with this. You can add this with your starter course if you have it. Or if you're like me, you don't have it, you can still have imaginative play. You can add on to this, make a bigger mock, or you can use this piece, the pieces from this to make your own mocks, which is pretty cool. That's what I'm going to end up doing, is parting this out. So I'm sorry, where's Mario? In fact, that's what the theme should be on these sets. Where's Mario? He's never to be around. So, yeah. Build quality, I'd say it's average. I had this thing come off. These right here are kind of wiggly. This is not meant to be picked up really easily. So I'd say the build quality is average. Build experience is slow. And at times it was getting boring. The only thing keeping me awake is the bright colors. So there you go. That's pretty good there. At least it's a bright, colorful set. And collaborative build, I'm sure probably you could do it. You know, if you were to read ahead, you can just build this. I think these are separate. This is separate. This house here is one piece, but that part is separate. So maybe up to maybe, I'd say comfortably 2 people could build this. So I'd say there is some collaborative build. And that's probably what's actually going to save the set, because originally it was going to get a grade of 0. But since there is a collaborative build in here, like I said, you can come in and build this. And then one person can build that there. So I'm going to give it a score of 1 out of 10 because it does have collaborative build and stuff like that. But the reason why I'm minusing 9 points is this is just a starter course. It's an incomplete set. It's just meant to be an expansion pack. And if you do not have the starter course, this is essentially what you're getting for $37.99. Is just this. So it's very pricey. It's overly inflated in terms of value. You do get some nice pieces. Everything is printed, which I do like. There's no stickers to apply. The instructions on this were a bit of a challenge to read in certain areas, so you have to use the 3D rotation to kind of zoom in on certain areas of the build. And yeah, and you can't drop this in the city. It's not completed, but it does have some inspiration like the clock and stuff to use for your own creations. So there is some mock potential with this. But honestly, for me though, especially for the price, I would walk right past it. I mean, it looks fun, it looks colorful. If you have the starter course, and I'm sure this would keep a little one entertained, but for a full-grown adult like myself, I'm going to say I'm going to pass on this. It looks cool, but it's just incomplete. Tell me what you think in the comments.